Hospitals are rationing masks. Yes, you heard that correctly. Some Canadian hospitals are limiting their staff to 1 to 2 masks per day and are actually asking for donations for protective equipment. There is a lot of uncertainty in the supply chain of the necessary medical equipment getting to hospitals who need it, who are on the front line of this COVID-19 outbreak. Healthcare workers are under huge stress right now because some hospitals are even asking people to use the same masks 2 days in a row. So some hospitals you get 1 to 2 masks per shift, and in some hospitals, according to the Ontario Nurses Association, are asking nurses to use the same mask for 2 days in a row. Now, there is something called non-patient facing staff. So those are the people who are not on the front lines but are still working inside the hospital. So, for example, hospital administration. Now, most hospitals are said that they will provide 1 mask for those non-patient facing staff each day. However, that is not happening at many hospitals, and also visitors to the hospital, which right now there's only a few visitors allowed into hospitals because of the COVID-19 outbreak. They should also all be wearing masks, and not all hospitals in Ontario are they wearing masks. Other thing that happens too is a mask can get soiled while you're working. So something happens. Let's say some blood spurts up onto the mask. You should have a new mask after that. So that adds to the stress on the masks per day that are right now available in hospitals. Now, Jennifer Strange of Unity Health, they have several hospitals in Toronto, said the main value of masking, like self-screening, is protecting others more than ourselves. It reduces the risk of staff and physicians with very early infection spreading disease to others. However, Unity Health is only limiting 2 masks maximum per shift, and they're not doing anything beyond that. So people are actually wearing the masks longer than they're supposed to be wearing them, and there seems to be no real end in sight to the shortage of medical supplies across Ontario. What the hospitals need, and if you can donate this, please do. They need surgical masks, they need the N95 respirators, gloves, gowns, ventilators, and swabs for testing. Just yesterday, Ontario Power Generation donated 500,000 surgical masks and 75,000 N95 respirators to the Ontario health system. They had planned for a pandemic of something of this magnitude, and they are now helping out us with our public hospitals by donating those medical supplies. So thank you to Ontario Power Generation for helping to look out for Canadians. We'll be right back.